Good evening, Karina Carvalho with ABC News. A political brawl live on television stole some of the Prime Minister's thunder today as he announced new measures to shore up the national electricity grid. Malcolm Turnbull has pledged $2 billion to increase the output of the Snowy Hydro scheme by 50%. But it was almost overshadowed by an extraordinary clash between South Australia's Premier and the Federal Energy Minister.
A suburban garage, a household battery and an unexpected assault. Jay Weatherill had a plan.
Now this is what a plan looks like, mate.
And set out to execute it.
Tony Abbott's blue.
Yeah, no, it's we're all blue these days.
But the Federal Energy Minister didn't quite foresee the blue to come. Wedged between the Premier and his South Australian counterpart,
Is that hashtag awkward?
Josh Frydenberg played happy families.
Is this all a little bit awkward?
No.
It's about to be.
And it was. The Federal Minister chided SA's power plans
We don't go it alone.
before the Premier let fly.
I've got to say, it is a little galling to be standing here next to a man that's been standing up with his Prime Minister, bagging South Australia at every step of the way.
For 4.5 minutes, Jay Weatherill unloaded relentlessly.
It is a disgrace the way in which your government has treated our state. It is the most anti-South Australian government we have seen from a Commonwealth government in living memory.
Stinging from federal criticism for his own $500 million energy investment, the Premier took aim at Malcolm Turnbull's Snowy Hydro expansion.
It's a $2 billion admission that the national energy market is broken and there needs to be public investments to actually fix it up. And that's exactly what it was at the heart of our plan.
And I actually think it reflects very poorly on the Premier that he has to engage in this type of petty politics.
Josh Frydenberg's colleagues went further, questioning the Premier's stability.
Premier's conduct spoke volumes about the Premier's state of mind at the moment.
His unhinged behaviour on the national stage has again raised very serious questions about his capacity.
Perhaps the Premier's teardown of Josh Frydenberg should have been expected. Jay Weatherill has made a political art form out of picking fights with Canberra. It's a tactic he's used from schools to submarines. And a year and a day from his next date with voters and with more blackouts on the way, there's every sign this intervention was intended to send a jolt through the energy debate. Nick Harmson, ABC News, Adelaide.